And now, here to entertain you all, because every day he's hustling. Side Hustle Cinema.
Welcome back to the channel. Side Hustle Cinema here. Thanks for clicking on this video. And guys, today I have some sad news if you are a fan of Side Hustle's custom slipcovers. Yeah, the eBay killed it. It's gone. They took them all down. And we're going to talk about that. I'm going to show you some really cool slipcovers that I was getting ready to post. And I won't be doing it now, but I was getting ready to post these. And I'll let you know what I'm going to be doing in the future. So that's what we're talking about today. So at the first of the month, eBay does this like check. It's automatic, it's automated. And, I usually lose one or two items. They'll be hit with something called like a counterfeit claim or something. And, it's to keep knockoffs off eBay. Well, I don't love the wording of it, but I understand it. And, in the month of May, they took down 8 of my movies, or slipcovers. A few months before, they had taken down a bunch of my Kino Lorber ones, including like The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, Spaceballs, some of my, big sellers. So it was kind of sucking anyway. But on Saturday, they gave me the knockout blow and crushed me. I had over, right at 100, or over 100 slipcovers on the store. Things were going well. I had all these new ones I was getting ready to post. And, yeah, got out of a movie, went and saw a movie, got out of the movie, had a bunch of messages from people from eBay asking, hey, where are the slips at? What's going on? Are you getting out of the game? And I check it out, and sure enough, they have taken down everything except, and this is almost a cruel joke, they left up Bring It On, Cheer or Die. I don't think I've sold one copy of this one. Someone requested this one. I made it. Thought it might do, a few sales. It did 0. And this is the one they left up. Mean. That's just mean, eBay. That's mean. Alright, so I don't know what happened. It's impossible to talk to eBay. You can't get through to a person. If you do, there's no help. There's no fighting it. Whatever they say goes, pretty much. So, that's pretty much what's going on with that. Now, where am I going to sell again? That's up in the air. I do plan on selling again. This money that I made from eBay funded most of my collecting. I've got a pretty good job. I'm not going to starve. I can pay the bills. I can still buy some things. But, this really helped out a lot. It kept me from dipping in the savings. It kept me from, it was allowing me to thrive. Okay? So, it hurts to lose this because it was significant. It was a decent amount of money. It was like having a part-time job and you get fired from it, and so like all my horror t-shirts, the autographs, the toys, the expensive movies and stuff, yeah, all that was funded by pretty much my slipcover business. Alright, well, it's over. So I'm going to move on, and I probably will sell again. And there's a few options. I've thought about a few, and I've pretty much come down to 2. And one is to go to Etsy, or the other one is to do an independent website. And I want your opinions on this. I really want your opinions. I'm not just asking. I'm not just saying that for engagement. I legitimately want your opinions on that. And then I'm going to show you these slipcovers that I was going to post and didn't. So hopefully you're hanging around for that. But I do want your opinion on on what you think I should, where you think I should sell next. An independent website has some pros, it's got some cons. The pros are I could sell whatever I want. Nothing would be off the table. I could do knockoffs of Scream Factory slipcovers. I wouldn't necessarily have to look for alternative artwork, but I could. I could sell artists who don't want me to sell their slipcovers. I could sell those because, they're probably never going to know it, And even if they do, the only way they can actually get it taken down is to sue me, which maybe they would, but I don't know. Maybe they wouldn't. It's a lot of hassle to sue somebody. Basically you're uninhibited, there's nothing holding you back, and you can do what you want to over there. I could have, there's some slipcovers I have that have a little bit of nudity in them. I could do those. So there would be a lot of really awesome slipcovers if I went to an independent website. Also, I wouldn't have as many fees. All you would really have to pay is probably a hosting fee for whatever, site you end up going to. And then you would also have to pay like a credit card processing fee, but everyone pays that no matter where you go. So there's a lot of good to that. The downside to an independent website is there's zero foot traffic. So you would have to have your audience be loyal, and they would have to be willing to go to your website, leave that email address so I can email you and let you know when I post new things or when things are on sale, and just keep, my website in your mind, but getting people to come over and leave those emails is probably a more difficult thing than you think. I would also probably have to do like Google ads, on Instagram, Facebook, different places. And the money you're saving from, like eBay takes 15%. The money you're saving from like that, you're probably going to have to pour into ads. And that's another headache and another hassle. But, you don't have to worry about someone like pulling the rug out from under you and taking you down. But those are the cons, and I would have to turn my Instagram into probably a constant promotion of my slipcovers, and then on here on YouTube. And I always said on YouTube I would never turn this place into the home shopping network for slipcovers when I started my business, and I haven't. I've kept the videos sparingly. And I don't mention my store and my eBay, all that in every video. Just every now and again. But I would have to do more promotion. I would have to. Because otherwise you're just not going to make any sales. And so that's pretty much where that is. Now the other option is Etsy. Now Etsy, I'm just not a fan of it. I don't like the look of it. I don't love the thought of leaving eBay and everything that frustrated me about eBay and disgusted me, and the way that they treat you, and then you're just going to really just another eBay. Etsy's just another eBay, except they're for handmade items, only pretty much over there. So they're a lot more loose with all the restrictions and things. You're probably not going to be taken down for pretty much any reason. But, it's just getting in bed with another eBay type thing. Doesn't turn me on. But it may be that I have to do that. I don't know. So let me know what you guys think. Am I missing something? Is there a third option out there that I'm just not thinking of? Let me know. Oh, I guess there is selling on Instagram. I mean, you could just sell on Instagram. The problem with that is you don't have any payment processing. So you'd be like taking Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, things like that. And I don't necessarily love all that. And also, you're always having to like get people's addresses, and you have to make sure that spellings are all correct. You know, it's not the lack of automation would cause some issues. So I don't love that either. I don't think I would ever just directly sell on Instagram. All right, so let's look at some of these slipcovers that, well, I made them, but they're not going to be on eBay. All right, so the first one, I had a slipcover for the Prestige already, but I found this artwork and I loved it so much I had to make a new slipcover. Was going to be for the store, but yeah, there it is. There's the back. But the Prestige has always been like a really good seller on there, and the one that I had was nice, but this one, I love that artwork. I think that's crazy. And yeah, this one would have done well. It would have done well. So the next one I have here is It's a Wonderful Knife, and I've shown this one on the channel before, but I was getting ready to post it. I just made the changes and put the RLG like logos and stuff on there. The one I had before was some weird thing that was on the bootleg copy. I don't even know what it was, but now it was like looking official. And I was getting ready to post it, so not now. This one was a long time coming. I should have had this one up already, but finally made a slipcover for Caddyshack, and I love that artwork. That's kind of cool. I thought that was a really cool picture. I've had this one in mind for a while. And there's the back. It's kind of got the classic spine, but it's got that kind of neat poster. I'm not sure what that's from or where that came from, but it looked kind of cool. And then of course you got let's see. Oh, let me show these. I don't think I've shown these in another video. Maybe I have. I don't know. But I'll show them again real quick. And that was, you know, you had Breakin'. And I did the retro VHS, you know, looking slipcover for it. You know, it's got the videotape. I was really proud of these because, you know, this one never had like a retro VHS slipcover. So I'm not like just copying something that was already done. I made this one like totally from scratch. And so that one looked good. Of course, those came from Sandpiper Pictures, you know, the movies. And then there's Breakin' 2. And they look really good together, you know, because they're very similar like that. But Breakin' 2 in that same style. It's got the red, though. I thought that was kind of cool. And then on the spine, the other spine, it's yellow. And then on the back, it's the red and yellow. And yeah, I thought that was really cool looking. So these look great. They look great on the shelf, and you know, those movies, they deserved slipcovers. They did. And then we had some Shout Select. You know, Shout Select. It's weird which ones get the slipcovers and which ones don't. And so I actually made 3, but I don't have one to show. Rolling Thunder. This one is, you know, that one just came out, so it's just like the cover pretty much, almost identical. It's, you know, it's very similar. There's the cover. So, put that one together. Great movie, by the way, if you haven't seen it. This one would have been a decent seller because I was getting a lot of requests for this one. And that is the Quigley Down Under, you know, 4K And yeah, it's a really nice looking slip. That's another cool movie. And the other one that I don't have the slipcover for, I actually sold it to a guy without even posting it, and that was The Man in the Iron Mask. I made a slipcover for that one as well. Another Shout Select title. This one I made too. Venomous. This is for the Treat Williams movie. This was one of those, they're standalone, like little site exclusive movies, limited to 1,500. These never sell all that well because when I make a slipcover for them, because they're limited. They're limited to 1,500, and then of course, they're only sold on Shout, or they're only sold on Scream Factory's website, and so people don't buy them as much, and they're also like really expensive, like $30. So, which is a lot for just a Blu-ray, but it's actually a pretty cool movie, and I like that cover. I thought that was pretty cool. That was a poster I found just looking for posters for that movie, and a few others. Let's see. Oh, I have one Scream Factory, and this one's kind of funny, and you can, tell me what you think of this one in the comments if you want to. I probably wasn't going to release this one, to be honest. Alright, so there's the movie The Shining, right? This is the Steven Weber, Stephen King directed remake of the movie. And I hate this cover. I mean, this, it's such a not a great looking cover. And, looking around, there's like 0 posters for this movie. There's tons of stuff for the Kubrick Shining, but for this one, there's like nothing. And so I took a shot at trying to put something together myself. And in a way, I kind of like it, but in a way, it looks like a Photoshop mess. And let me show you what I came up with. There it is. There was my creation. And like I said, I probably wasn't going to put this one on the website. I don't know if anyone would have wanted to buy that, but I'll have it. I had fun doing it, so that's really what counts. And these I'd put on the website before, but I was getting ready to put them back on. I'd made a few changes, and that's the Ghostbusters 1 and 2 slipcovers. I always liked these artworks here. Thought those were really cool. And I changed the backs. So there was different backs on there before, but now the backs are exactly like the jacket covers with all the correct special features and everything. So yeah, that's pretty much ones that I was going to post that I guess I won't be posting. And yeah, so I'm going to take a little bit of time, and I'm going to look into some other stuff. I'm going to get back into trying to make custom boxes. That is something that I tried to do one time. It went okay, but I've upgraded a few things. I've got a few new ideas, and I'm going to retry it, and I'll let you know how it goes. But I'm going to use some of my newly acquired free time and try to get into that a little bit. Another thing that I'm thinking about getting into is I'm thinking about getting a 3D printer. And you've seen on Etsy and different places those 3D sculpted busts. I'm thinking about trying to get into making those. I found a place where you can get the files for them, and there's a lot of really nice ones out there. And yeah, I'm a pretty good painter. I think I would do a good job with the custom paint job, and so I would like to try. And so that's what I'm gonna do with this free time. I'm gonna make a few more YouTube videos. I'm going to try some of these projects and other things that I've wanted to try for a while, but I just need to. I need to be creative. I need that outlet. So that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Do me a favor, leave those comments in the section below. Let me know what you think. And yeah, hit that like button. Subscribe if you're unsubscribed. And I'll see you on the next one.